Ooh, okay. Time to get back into this stuff. This is Rise of the Eldrazi. 2 life and draw a card for every 4 damage you take. Doesn't seem great. Artisan of Kozilek is really good, but it's expensive. Do you think we can get a ramp deck in Chaos? That seems somewhat unlikely. But it would keep us open. We could also just take a Lizard. 3 damage to a creature with flying. Perish the Thought. +2/+2. When this enters the battlefield, you may destroy target creature with power 1 or less. That's kind of good. That is kind of good. I'm going to take Artisan of Kozilek. That's too fun. We can look for ramp stuff. There's Gruul Signet. Wow. That's insane, actually. Generally, this Chaos format is lower power because there's not as much synergy, but occasionally you find like the best card in the set, or one of them. A rare is missing. Belfry Spirit, pretty expensive for all that. Is it Guild Mage? Some human. Yeah, most of this stuff I'm not too familiar with. I didn't draft the original Ravnica City of Guilds or whatever this is, Guild Pact or whatever. I will take Gruul Signet though. These are the ramping colors. This is one I'm more familiar with. But yeah, avoid these synergies like when you explore. Choose a creature type. Eldrazi! Yeah, right. Yeah, Merfolk synergy. Explore synergy. We don't want any of that. At the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token. That's cool, and you control your opponent's attack phase, making them attack with at least 1 creature, so we could set up to be kind of defensive. Yeah, I do like that. It helps us ramp up to 9 and does all that stuff. Lobber Crew. Multicolor spells untap this. 1 damage to each opponent. Doorkeepers, similarly interesting. Untap this land during each other player's untap step. No. No. Dryad Militant. A 2/1 for 1. That does get interesting. I like Lobber Crew. It's not the best card, but it is pretty good. Dryad Militant is not quite as exciting. I'm going to go for Lobber Crew. Panharmonicon. If an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a trigger, you can copy that trigger. Too bad that doesn't count for Artisan because that's a cast trigger. Huh. Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot. No, energy is not what we're going for. Fortuitous Find. Whirler Maker. Huh. I don't think we're doing Panharmonicon. Ether Theorist is pretty good. Fabricate 1 and Menace. That's pretty good. Shoot. Maybe I'll dip into black here. I'm not super excited about it. You know, I'll just take Ether Theorist. That's a pretty good one. Even if you're not getting a ton of energy, it's still solid. What is this? Next time a creature adapts. Again, that's not going to be great. Goblin Gathering, yeah, right. And a Gruul Locket. More ramp. We should probably take the fixing first. Slimebind is pretty good, but we're not definitely in blue yet. Yeah, I think we take the Gruul Guildgate. We've got Signet, Gate, maybe we'll get the Locket back. And a 3-color deck is about right in this format, so you can get as powerful a deck as possible. And then you do want to take the fixing when there's a good opportunity. We are passing to Matt. Whoops, no time for that. Wandering Fumarole. Yeah, maybe I could take that. Witness the End, no. Slip Through Space, no. Netcaster Spider's fine. Yeah, the Fumarole is great, especially since that might be our third color, just be Teamer. Good fixing. It's like a better gate. So, I mean, gates are good in their set, better than like a regular dual land. But there's not going to be much gate synergy in this multi-pack Chaos Draft thing. I don't even know what card art that is. Must be an old one. Vault of Whispers, just an artifact land. First Strike Haste 1/1, no. Yoshian Soldier, that's decent. Look at opponent's hand, no. Each player draws 7 cards or shuffles back, no, it's too expensive. Goblin War Wagon. Doesn't untap during your untap step, but you can pay to untap it. We'll take Yoshian Soldier. Don't really want to play it, but hey. 3/3 Defender for 2. Well, that could be good. What's the one... So there's a similar Lobber Crew type thing, but I think it's in Rise of the Eldrazi that destroys your opponent for the number of defenders you control, so Ogre Sentry gets good in a deck like that. I'm gonna take Ogre Sentry. It's a nice defensive thing. Scab Clan Mauler, Bloodthirst 2, so it's a 2-mana 3/3 if you get lucky. Crystal Seer. Huh, really expensive for this kind of look at your deck effect. Index. Similar to Index. I'll take Scab Clan Mauler. We want to kind of send the signal that we're in this deck. Unclaimed Territory. Spell Pierce. It's a bit slower of a format, so that does get a lot worse. River Sneak is still pretty bad, but it can't be blocked. I'll take the Unclaimed Territory. Who knows? Who knows? Don't really expect to play it. Here's a good one. Fortuitous Find. Slime Bind? Wow, second to last pick. Blue could be open if that's the case. Flash -4/-0. Yeah, thanks, Ewan. Thunderous Wrath. That's pretty solid, I'd say. This is my second Chaos Draft online, so I don't know if I'm setting pace or not here. But we've got some neat stuff going. Mainly the fixing is the nice part. Thunderous Wrath is probably the best card in this pack. Even paying 6 for it is not bad. Grave Exchange, that's always fun. Grave Exchange was really good in its day. It's 6 mana, but this was kind of a slow set. Unlike Zendikar, this was just a really high variance set too, because there were only a couple good decks, but yeah, Thunderous Wrath. Icy Blast, tap a bunch of creatures, ferocious. Frontier Bivouac. That is all of our colors. And the rest of this pack is not too impressive. There's Embodiment of Spring, which could work, but to get a tri-land in our colors, I mean, I guess we're not green so much, but we have enough reason to be green that, well, even if we're not green, this is still going to be a good card, which was why Frontier Bivouac was such a high pick in this set, or any of the tri-lands. Providence, I'm pretty sure this one's bad. reveal it from your opening hand to make your life 26. Look at the top 4 cards, reveal a creature. Emerge synergy. No, we're not gonna get an emerge card in all likelihood. Primal Druid. Best card is Scavenger. Are we talking about the last one or this one? Enters the battlefield. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I did remember. I do remember drafting this set, and it was pretty neat. That'd be cool if we ever got Chittering Host, but I doubt it. Midnight Scavenger. Problem is, it's black. Madness is pretty hard to get going. I'm gonna take Tattered Haunter and stay away from black. It's kind of that cloud elemental, can only block creatures with flying, but it's cheap and it's a nice threat to get going early. We aren't green, really. True, but we have no fixing for black, and a lot of our fixing kind of also fixes for green incidentally. I mean, you're right, but Kamigawa, yeah. I wouldn't mind just being 2 colors until we find a good green spell. Child of Thorns. First Volley, a Shower of Sparks effect. Phantom Wings is neat. I wish I drafted this set, because I don't know enough about anything to know if any of this is good. I mean, Waxmane Baku's pretty good. Pus Kami. I'm going to take First Volley for the sideboard. Plasm Capture. This is like a mana drain. Far and away, probably worth playing here. Punish the enemies pretty strong. I love Plasm Capture though. And we get mana to cast Artisan of Kozilek. Oh, you know what? Crisis Incubation, I almost didn't see this, but this card is this card might be better. Well, I think this card is better than Punish the Enemy. Far and away is probably the best card here, but Crisis Incubation is a late game mana sink to make your creatures bigger, and it's just an arrest. I'm going to go for that here. Recross Pass. I have to do this. Reveal cards until you reveal a land card onto the battlefield. Clash. If you win, get this back to your hand. I mean, that's kind of roundabout and not amazing. Fencer Clique. I might have to take this. I'd done some fencing in my day. It's +1/+1 and trample if it attacks alone. It's like its own exalted thing. Island Walk, no. -4/-0. Yeah, and it's a 4-mana 3/2 flyer. So there's a lot of good reasons to take this. Let's do it. Fencing Ace. This is the original Fencer, I think. Honden of Life's Web. Even without a bunch of weird stuff, I think that's okay. Creatures you control have flying. And when you give this flying, flip it. 1/1. We don't have a good way to give it flying. Kind of neat, but we'll take Honden here. Stone Rain is pretty good. Are you crazy for not hating it? I think it's pretty good. So it makes a 1/1 every turn. It's like making an Eldrazi token every turn that can't tap for mana. That's pretty good. And this is kind of a lower power format, so maybe you get away with some weaker cards, kind of slower cards. Amplify 1 for each beast card you reveal in your hand. We won't have many. This is Legions, the all creatures set. The Aven, let me see. Yeah, yeah, I think you're right. Aven's got to be it. Mistform Sliver, no. Yeah, not going to be a synergy thing. What is this guy, just so I know? Another beast, yeah, beast synergy. Beasts are in multiple sets, but still. I don't even know if we have any. Ogre Warrior, Spirit, Fairy Soldier, Lair Delve. Put all creature and lands into your hand. Huh, of all 2 cards you look at. Take a rare drafted here. Oh, Hexproof from Elgod Shieldmate. I remember that being decent. Especially if you have a really good creature, like Artisan of Kozilek, and they're trying to top deck their answer. Well, if you get this down first, you're in good shape. Leaping Master. This was solid in the set, like better than it looked, but without a way to add white, it's not as good. Mardu Charm, that's 2 colors off, so it's just going to be Force Away here. Forget Scout the Borders. Borrowed Hostility. That's maybe good enough. What is this? Fogwalker. Skulk. Dang, Fogwalker's great. Whoa! It's like a 2-mana Frostlynx. I mean, maybe not as good as Frostlynx, but not bad. Oh, no, it doesn't tap the creature down. Well, whatever. Tap or untap target creature. Plasm Capture Wheels? Yeah, you're right, it's a lot worse. I didn't see the downside. Tap, I mean, it's still fine, I think. But Mud Button Clanger, Kinship, I don't know, whatever. Wandering Ones. The worst art for the worst card. High Priest is fun. Give this thing indestructible or something. Keep pinging it. Combo card. Burning Tree Emissary. Forced Adaptation. That's pretty cool. But I don't want to set myself up for too many 2-for-1s. Cinder Elemental. X damage to any target. Burning Tree. Right. I mean, it's more of like a standard. If every card in your deck is a Burning Tree Emissary, you're doing pretty well. But yeah, maybe not for us. I mean, we could get it down pretty easily. Problem is we're like a mono blue deck early. Well, to be fair, we're not playing any of this stuff. Force Away, Signet, Sentry, Haunter, Slimebind is kind of later, Theorist maybe. The Cinder Elemental is fine. It's not like a first pick that you're happy with, even in this set, but it's removal. Ugh, I don't recognize any of this stuff. Whenever an artifact creature enters, no. So I'm not even going to finish reading it. Sacrifice an artifact. Leonin Bola. Unattach, tap target creature. And then Barbed Lightning. 3 damage to a creature at instant speed or 3 damage to target player or planeswalker. And both? Chittering Rats. Target opponent puts a card from their hand on top of their library. Yeah, that's another annoying one to play against. Goodness. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Barbed Lightning is the removal spell that we need. Traxos. We could twiddle it untapped again with Teardrop Kami or something. No, I don't think we can get away with Traxos here. Gitu Chronicler. Kick it to get back something. Sapperling Migration is pretty good. What would we get back? We've got a couple of removal spells. Force Away. Plasm Capture. Sapperling Migration is also just a nice one, but maybe we're not green enough to really want it. Yeah, we don't actually have a ton, but I think it's still worth it. Ooh, Vivid Crag. More fixing in case we don't find something else really good. We're not going to have lots of forests entering, so no 3/5. Burly Hurly. Each creature with or without flying takes a damage. If you control a giant, draw a card. No. Face Vaulter, no. I think I just want Vivid Crag. Cairn Wanderer, that's actually a pretty good one. But we didn't pick up any like general fixing. This would be the first piece of it. I'm happy enough taking it. Razia's Purification. Each player chooses 3 permanents they control and sacrifices the rest. Wow, you just choose your 3 creatures and you're like, start over. Crazy. Any removal here? Radiance. Spark Mage. Smash! Destroy target artifact. Greater Moss Dog. I'm gonna take Smash for the sideboard. Yeah, you're crazy for not hating Moss Dog. Well, it's a slow enough format that dredging it fairly is actually not the worst. Switch its power and toughness. This looks like it should have flying, maybe. It looks like it almost has flying. Flash, Persist, Kelpie, no. Crag, Puka. Dream Fracture. I kind of like that. Vigilance and Flying. That'd be a way to give our 1/1 flying that we saw. Dream Fracture. I kind of want that, actually. Another pretty good counter magic. Concussive Bolt. 4 damage to target player or planeswalker. No. Counter target spell, then Proliferate. What can we proliferate? Not a whole lot. No planeswalkers here. We've got Krasis Incubation. Charge up an artifact. It does counter a spell still. Maybe just Ogre Resistor? Or Viridian Corruptor. Yeah. Even if we don't want to main deck that, that gives us a good thing. Deserts. Doom Diviner was pretty good, but we don't have a ton of deserts. Spellweaver Eternal's pretty good. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card unless you return a land you control to its owner's hand. I like Tragic Lesson. Yeah. Spellweaver Eternal is also pretty good. Do we have a deck that works with it? I'm going to take Tragic Lesson. We don't have that effect yet. Act of Treason, Forced Adaptation. Forced Adaptation on something we give Hexproof is pretty good. Some decks cannot deal with it. Yeah, I'll take it over Act of Treason, which we don't have a good way to make use of. Scry 1. Sack an artifact. Huh. Tangle Spider. 6 mana, 3/4 flash. But maybe it's okay. 1/1 counter and reach. Again, we're gonna have a pretty good sideboard here. Hunt down. Shuffle someone's library. Oh well. I do like these older sets because they just had a lot of cards that were useless. Goblin Spelunkers is something I wouldn't want to play against, and maybe we could side it in. It's almost perfect here. A lot of cheap stuff. One big monster. What's the theme of this deck? You got me. We'll figure it out. I don't know. Nope. Nobody knows. But that's okay. It's Chaos Draft. You won't always get a theme. You won't always be so lucky. Destroy target artifact. Green-red beatdown. This is kind of like red-blue beatdown, but kind of not at the same time. Artisan of Kozilek. We don't even have something good to bring back. I mean, we have a couple flyers. We've got a little control. Force Away is pretty good, because we have these two counter spells. In any combination of colors, yeah, Plasm Capture is amazing, but we don't have a lot of like expensive stuff to be doing. Fortuitous Find, yeah. Smash, First Volley. Oh no, this is way worse than Shower of Sparks. It's 2 mana. Tangle Spider. I might bring in Tangle Spider. And then cut. I mean, I think we have a couple things we could cut here. Yoshian Soldier. A 1/4 Vigilance for 3. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I want to up my power a little bit. Okay, that looks good for a start. Infect. We've got control. We've got ramp. We've got early game. We have threats and answers, and what else can you ask for? Fixing. We have that too. 12, 7, 4. 7, 6, 5. It wanted us to have a lot of green. We have so many green symbols. But a lot of our green is later. Take out Vivid Crag there. And then one of each for these three, which gives us a lot more red. So maybe we cut one more red. And that gives us 8, well, 9, 7, 6. 9, 7, 6. I know, I love the fact that we have all these. Unclaimed territory. I'm pretty sure, well, we have 3 soldiers. It only really matters if your things are different. Smaller, not worth it? I don't think so. Well, we have Lobber Crew. I don't think it's worth it. I imagine going long with this deck. Mid-game 3/3 is fine. It's a mid-game 3/3 that, like, you can't play to block. I would rather just have a 4-mana 3/3, I think, in my deck. Because a 1/1 trample is just so ridiculously bad, it's not even worth. Like, that fail case is too low. I'd rather play Yoshian Soldier, I think. Which, hey, it blocks a 3/3 trample. But yeah, I mean, there's some games we could curve out and it would be amazing. But I'm playing cards like Ogre Sentry, so yeah. Yeah. We have to win, like, yeah, we're more of a control deck. We have to win with like a flyer or Artisan of Kozilek, which I love. I love this card so much. Oh, shoot. Our mana is 9, 8, 7. Check this out. 9, 8, 5, 6, 7. Or it's 9, 8, 8 actually. Yeah, the ogre's good. I just mean it's not good in the same deck as like Scab Clan Mauler. Yoshian Soldier's also good. I don't think it's good enough though. I'd rather just have some other stuff that affects the board. So 988. That's way too much green, but at the same time, that's probably fine. Let me check out our early stuff again. Force Away can be later. Chronicler can be later. So we have 3 blue things to do early, but we have 9 mana for it. I'm going to cut 1 green and put in a blue. That seems good. 5, 6, 7. And that's 7 sources of green for just a few green cards. Yeah, and they're all pretty late. What is this thing? Target red creature gains haste until end of turn. Until end of turn. Oh well. Yeah, I guess if you do it on your turn, you can't, like, use it to tap on your opponent's turn as well. Or if they steal it, it doesn't keep haste. What chance does this thing have? I guess it just depends on how well our opponents have drafted. But the man is good. We have a lot of play. We have counter magic, which always gives you an out to win a game. And some pretty good creatures. Okay, we've got blue here. And a lot of 4-drops. Sure, we'll keep this. Chronicler, we don't really want to get that down early anyway. Opponent's down to 5. As you can tell by the indicated number of cards here in their hand. They are actually down to 5. Can't be blocked. Maybe we'll lose to that. It's a reason to bring in Shower of Sparks. Rumblin' Bison. Good name. Blue-green. Our soulmate. Walking Atlas. I'd be surprised if they had too many more lands in their hand. I like this art. Taking 2. You know what we might do here? Oh, they do have another land. What? Why would they try to ramp here? I think we might cycle Kenai Aven. Whenever a creature dies, tap all untapped creatures and then I don't know why they're playing this monster, but whatever. What? Did they make a sick combo deck? Is that what I'm seeing here? Pass it and then Tragic Lesson to discard a card, I guess. We already have the card advantage. We just need to survive. And that means not getting behind on our land drops, but also finding a red source. Or 2. Not attacking with Walking Atlas. Gift of Strength. Ugh. They're just killing themselves here. I mean, hopefully I still win, but discard a island. There's our red. Cinder Elemental. Better yet, if it's not going to matter one way or the other. I'm going to do Fencer Click. If we do this next turn, we can hold up blue mana for it, but I'd be so surprised if their last card killed Fencer Click. Heck, they've already used their trick, so... Not even attacking with Walking Atlas. It's not a defender. Maybe it's just tired. Well, that's neat. We could bring in our shield mate. That's not even that good. Just attack here. Time to race them. It might just be a newer player, which is fine. They're like, I have a card, so I'm gonna play it. By God, I didn't put this card in my deck not to play it. That's not why I came here. But yeah, 1 damage a turn. You can see why this is not considered great. It's good if you can get more of that effect, but once we get a 3-power creature that can hit, it's just... it's over. We could fog walk it. Walking Atlas blocks the elemental. Any chance they use a trick here? Value Town. They put a land into play. This is Value Town. Untap all creatures that share a type with it. All constructs untapped. If they draw counter magic, I'll feel kind of silly. Okay, they see the writing on the wall here. That was interesting. Tap or untap target creature, destroy target artifact. Let's not overthink things. We didn't see anything that means we should play differently than just try to win. Tattered Haunter. The evolved Tattered Ghastly. Every creature on Muradin is a lightning rod. True. Green. Why are they mulliganing to Oblivion? Are they chatting to us? Mulligans to 5. They have 1 card in their deck that they desperately want to play. They want it in their opening hand. The Natural. Barbed Lightning is good. It's like Punish the Enemy, but better. This thing attacks just about as well as Fogwalker, and we could even scry with it. I don't know if I want to scry, but whatever. Rumblin' Bison. Better luck next time, Bison friend. No spoilers. Sproing. Would you like to play first? I would love to play first. Thank you. I like this hand. This is a turn 2 Ether Theorist. 2 charge counters on the Crag. And that Theorist might have to find us our next mana source. Once we get to 4, we're golden. Assuming that's the color of the treasures we get. Croson Verge. Cool, white, green. Sacrifice it for 2 extras. We don't need our upkeep yet. Not yet. soon. Get my energy. There's white. Let's scry. Let's go ahead and scry here. And that... I can't keep Crisis Incubation because we need a land. Gruel Signet. Sure. Not quite as good as a land. That would have been good with a land. Get that Ogre Sentry down too. And maybe I do this again because Trove of Temptation is so good. Chosen of Markov, that could be really weak, but you never know. Maybe they got the nuts deck. Top the mountain. Let's do this. Get that Trove into play. Get some treasure going. It's a treasure trove. Cool. Then we have to find a way for one of our big creatures to die so we can get it back. Artisan is so cool. Not to mention Annihilation. If this thing ever attacks, you win. But even if they kill it, it should have gotten you enough value to make a game out of it. Stop it. Devenant Trapper. I don't think we need to keep scrying here. It's not like we have unlimited scries anyway. Cool. It's so hard to count my mana right now. 6 mana. 6 mana where I don't want to necessarily use my treasure. So let's go Lobber Crew and pass. And they have to attack with at least one thing, if able. 7. So our Ogre Sentry can likely mess it up. Maybe they'll attack with the Trapper. Well, yeah, if you're going to attack with anything, it's going to be the Trapper. And we could just bounce it into Lobber Crew here. Nah, I might trade it. Attacking with both. Did they have a +1/+1 effect for everything? Let's just do this. Maybe they thought they had to attack with both. But I think if they have a mass pump, I don't want to, especially like a +2/+2 to all. -2/-2 there. Yeah. Okay. So we take 3. Life is a resource, and that's how I'm using it here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, next turn it looks like we're going to be tangling. I don't really care what I draw. Even land would be fine, like one or two more land. Tragic Lesson, I love this card. Okay. Just pass it. Eight. Yeah, if our Tangle Spider dies, that's the one we'll want to get back with Artisan. So that's all good, and that's all well and good there. Six. That's Tangle Spider mana. I don't know what this morph is going to be. It could be a 4/4. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around too much with this morph, I think. Maybe we'll do something like that. If they flip it into a 4/4 lifelink, that'd be pretty good. Some of this you can definitely know. Oh no. Vicious spoils. It can't be regenerated. So we don't kill anything here. Ugh. Destroy all equipment attached to it. Not that we really could have with 1 power anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and we use the treasure, which is also annoying, so Artisan doesn't do anything. Tragic Lesson's pretty cool. We can do Tragic Lesson to replay Vivid Crag. Well, let's see. I'm going to recast a multicolor spell. Alright, let's see what we get. Dang, Murderous Spoils. Returnal Land. At this point... tough. We could discard Tattered Haunter. Or just return Forest. It's fine. Frontier Bivouac and not play anything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll have exactly 9 next turn if we don't do anything here. So that's what I'll do here. Or I could have discarded Tattered Haunter and then just not played anything. Either, you know, it works out pretty similarly. Starting to wish I had some more life, though. Artisan, get back our spider. This is going to be one of those morphs that when you hit with it, it kills an opponent's creature or something stupid. Morph in Chaos Cube is just unplayable around. What is this going to be? It is Obzon Guide. That's the first thing that came to mind. I thought they were just going to use that last... Well, if we blocked with the spider, they would have. Anyway, Artisan of Kozilek should be good as long as they don't exile it or something stupid. Sure. Another green. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Artisan, cast trigger, get Tangle Spider back into play. Yes, good. They're like, exile Tangle Spider in response? That wouldn't be the end of the world unless they also had a removal spell for the Artisan. Go. Go ahead, your turn. Make a treasure token. I feel like I would block Obzon Guide with Artisan. Hopefully they don't just run out a historic spell. I mean, this does die to removal. You gain control of all equipment that were attached to it. I wasn't really reading this, but that's pretty cool. Oblivion Strike! No! They just had removal for it. My creature. I'm not happy about that one. I mean, it would have been so easy to win with it, but it's so hard to win without it. Turn 8. This is game 1. They're convoking something. They're convoking a 2/4 so they don't have to attack. Alright. Let's scry. It might be a bit early to scry, but what about this? We need that second blue. Do we? No, we don't want any lands. With a second blue we could do both things this turn, but the game's gonna last too long. I think I missed a damage. I tried to F6, but I didn't quite get there in time. Sorry. So there's Fencer Clique. We will have the blue once we get a treasure. Our opponent's just so far ahead here. Yeah, I need to be remembering all of my points of damage. Because we're gonna just chip in there for a little bit at a time. And yeah, it might come down to 1 point by the end of it. I don't think we have any multicolored spells. Even Redeemer. Oh wow, prevent 2 damage to any target. Dang. That's real good. Now they get to thin their deck a little bit. But they still have to attack here. So what do we pick off? Just whatever they feel like losing here. That's really nice. That is very, very nice. Cool. Keen Eye Aven. That's worth keeping. A cool head and a keen eye. I'm going to offer this trade with Fencer Clique. That ability to prevent damage is too powerful, and they know it. And they know it is. They know how good that is. Fantastic. 2. Prevent the next 2 damage that would be dealt to any target this turn, including themselves, including a creature, including itself. So they can go ahead and block Keen Eye Aven. Or sorry, they could block Fencer Clique and then prevent 2 damage, and then essentially their Redeemer's a 2/4 blocker. Something like that. Alright, what's coming in? This is gonna be awkward because we need to do 6 damage to it. Not too awkward, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it, right? Throw the Lobber Crew in there for good measure. They give it Death Touch. Oh no, what if they gave it Death Touch? No! This is just to... If they literally had nothing, all this does is it makes it easier for them to misclick. That's all it does. And they know they lose it, so they trade this with the Spider. That's a good deal for me, because I have other flyers. I'm ahead in time. Trove of Temptation is winning me this game. I can attack with these 2. Then they kill Fencer Clique. What if I attack with just Keen Eye Aven? I don't think I can really attack here. Oh, I can't attack here. That's okay. That's okay. Because if they attack back and we don't have, let's say, 6 damage, we're not going to be able to kill Ladev Guardian. And killing a creature a turn is like the super upside of this card. Fumarol's good, I guess. But ground creatures are never getting past the Ladev Guardian because it's a 2/6. They could get past it if we make a big enough attack and they don't have enough Aven Redeemers to stop it all. They have to attack here. So they're going to kill Fencer Click. But that's probably worth it. 6. Again, I'll put this there. Just for the chance they can misclick. They move Fencer Click there. I could put it back on the top of my deck, but I need to kill Ledev Guardian. That's what I need. Fencer Click also doesn't get past the Redeemer anyway. Cool. I can't believe I traded Fencer Click with Ledev Guardian. That's not what you would expect. Not what I would expect to do. Target player sacrifices a creature. What about our 1/3? Tattered Haunter. We can get rid of either Theorist. Maybe that was wrong. This is going really poorly. Grave Exchange. Yeah. This is going really poorly. We lost all of our good stuff. We need to sit. Maybe I think we have to kill this Aven Redeemer. 1, 2. I think we have to kill that instead of killing the 4/4 lifelink, because we can trade Wandering Fumarole with the 4/4 lifelink. Prevent the next 2 damage that would be dealt to any target. Did they choose themselves? What did they choose with that? It's impossible to tell what they targeted. Great. Oh well. And then I'll attack them for 4. And I guess play a land? I should maybe have sandbagged the land. They have to attack with the Trapper. Which is fine. Just block it here. Instead of using the Fumarole. Because that would only trade, and we need that Fumarole. Maybe we could attack with it, even. They'll play this out for 6. The cheap way to play it. Maybe they're sandbagging a land. We'll get our extra damage in. I'm chipping away slowly. Cinder Elemental. Oh, that's so good! That was a good draw. Especially against lifelink. It doesn't have haste, but could be good here soon. Get our flying in. Fumarole is going to win us this game. So is Cinder Elemental. Get another treasure. We're going to have the biggest fireball of all time. 17. 4, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think we win here. Unless they kill Cinder Elemental. 17. Or Lobber Crew, or Tatter. If they kill any of our creatures, we're not going to win, but we can spare the Fumarole. We can lose 1 land and still make it happen here. Maybe we could even lose Lobber Crew because we can wait for the treasure to do the extra damage or draw land. But yeah, we have just about enough. Target opponent loses 3 life. And cipher that onto Obzon Guide. I hope they don't kill us here. Yeah, it doesn't quite kill us, though. They could... Well, if they have a historic spell that kills a creature, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? Just the trap... No, both coming in. Okay. Okay. Let's go to blocks. This looks like desperation. Switch power and toughness. Oh, shoot. F6'd. There we go. 16. Yeah, we should have enough. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's exactly 11 on our turn. Ah, they have a flying blocker. Shoot. Force the issue. If we drew a land, we would have been fine here. They can trade with Tattered Haunter. Ah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's not enough. Just wait then. Like, I could have done it while they were tapped out, but it would have only gotten them to 1 until we got back to Lobber Crew. So yeah, I think they know that we see it. Whew. Game 1, by the way. Mountain Walk. They're Obzon. Did we want first volley? Did they have enough to get us thinking about that? Teardrop Kami. Gains reach. Nah, I mean, we put our best cards in. There's not much else for it. 17 lands. I mean, we have ways to use lands. What we really want is like a way to stop them from exiling Artisan of Kozilek. That's what we want. And we'll keep it. They begin with 7. So we'll get Vivid Crag down and Fogwalker into Hondon into Spider. If all goes well, Phantom Nomad. I like that. It's not particularly good against Fogwalker, but what are you gonna do? Unless they pump it up somehow. Any kind of creature enchantment makes these phantoms really hard to deal with. Do they attack? The natural mana base, I guess we have it too. No attacks, alright, well that's good news for me. Means they don't have something too crazy. Yeah. But it also might mean they have a lot of their good expensive spells, and we can't pressure them to death just yet. 4, 5, 6, we have a good curve. Yes, we do. I'm not going to wait to try to save it. I will save Fogwalker to keep this Nomad in check. Still nothing. Are they going to wrath us? Do they... You know what? You know what they have? They have, oh, what's it called? It's 7 mana, it's Obzon. It kills every creature except for one. What's it called? Who knows what I'm talking about? It's like a whirlwind. Oh my gosh. Sandstorm whirlwind. Sand. It's sand something. Sand twister. Help me out. Someone look it up. It's a... I need help. Murderous spoils, sure. Can't be regenerated and all of its equipment go to them. Honden, cool. Should we skulk him? I think we don't here. Oh shoot, we can't cast Tangle Spider. Oh well, I guess we're set to do Tragic Lesson then. I should have attacked with Fogwalker. I will next turn for sure. Because if they attack into Wandering Fumarole, we also get them. Return a land or discard a card. 3, 6... Huh. I guess I don't mind returning a land. Looks kind of silly. Desert Twist... No, not Desert Twister. Not Desert Twister. Gosh. Whatever. Send the spirit to die. I'll take it. Dune Blast. There it is. Dune Blast. Choose up to one creature, destroy the rest. It's so simple. The elegance of Dune Blast. 7 mana? Yeah, 7 mana. Maybe they're just saving it, but the thing is, they can't kill Honden with it. Obzon Guide? Yeah, they committed Obzon Guide, which is good. For me. Get another thing here. Ether Theorist. Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Nothing has greater power. We can do Wandering Fumarole and hold up Force Away, because we'll have the mana left over from Wandering Fumarole to use Force of Way. Force Away, whatever. Force of Way. Force of Protein. Activate. Activate Fumarole. Alright, kill all my spirits or my Fumarole. Your choice. But if you choose wrong, I warn you, it will not go well for you. Okay. We could also switch the power and toughness here. Well, not now, because it'll die. We could switch the power and toughness to loot with our Force Away. Arcbound Overseer. Ooh. That's cool. So it just gets bigger and bigger. That's super cool. Yeah. We have perpetual blockers for it. But it is pretty cool. Chipping away with Fogwalker all day. Soon to be chipping away with Lobber Crew. Lobster Crew. Oh. And Theorist. Maybe I'll stop on my upkeep. No, well... No. Not this turn. Unless something changes on board. It doesn't have trample. It doesn't get trample for becoming too big, so it's just negating Honden effectively. Ghoul Razor. Get back Obzon Guide. How many times am I going to have to deal with this Obzon Guide? 4 in 2 games? It's too many times. At the beginning of your upkeep, enchanted creature's controller sacrifices it. Great. I think we can return Lobber Crew to our hand and loot, and that'll be good enough. And what do they get a little artifact creature? Yeah, but maybe I just hold Force of Way. Like, Lobber Crew is not worth enough to me to really care about it. Yeah, it's not worth enough. It's an expensive play too. 4 mana, 6 mana. Yeah, fine, get your Myr token. As long as it doesn't have modular. Wait, what did they get back with Ghoul Razor? Oh, a zombie card at random. I don't think they had a zombie card. That's different then. Tangle Spider. Tangle Spider doesn't get near close enough to killing the Overseer. 5 out of 8 this turn. I can always reset the Overseer, but that's not really worth it. Well, teaming up with Fumarole, it might have a chance, but I'm not gonna mess with that. Anyway, we're ahead in time, so that's pretty good here too. Be mana efficient. Honden, they're stealing our upkeep for no good reason. Fogwalker gets blocked by the Myr token if they really want. Which they don't. And then this game wins itself if we just pass here. Maybe we can start scrying because the game's not going to last so long. As long as this thing doesn't hit me twice, or when it has 20 power, we should be good. Gives a creature menace when it attacks. Give you Chronicler. I think we top that, right? Don't we have some good stuff? We have Tragic Lesson. Good way to mill ourselves. Maybe they concede to this. That's pretty good. No, never give up. Skulk is good. I like Skulk. Oh, the other cool thing about Tragic Lesson is if we go to block with the Fumarole and they have some trick, we can use Tragic Lesson to return it to our hand. Trapper's fine. I mean, not that that'll happen, but it is correct for them to keep attacking here. I guess I should have tapped a Vivid Crag there. Return a land we control to our hand. Let's return a forest. We have plenty of mana. Thunderous, no, let's just save it. Plenty of mana, like I say. We're gonna have enough to cast our Eldrazi and give it hexproof. Go. Go ahead. I don't need my end step. That was for something weird happening with a treasure token. I could be scrying here. I probably should be. Again, I'm winning on board, so I don't need to use Crisis Incubation. It doesn't get much better with Fogwalker, because then they have more blockers for it. So we'll just hold everything back. We have 8 points of burn in our hand. They could give Arcbound Overseer Menace, but that's not going to work out as well as they would like, since we have Force of Way. 8, 9... We actually need 1 more mana to be able to give our thing Soul Bond. We need 11... No, we need 13 mana to do that. Okay, coming in with the Ravager. Coming in with the business. Maybe they have a trick to give this Trample, but yeah, we're just so well set up against that, and there's very little counter magic in Abzan. We do know there is some. Destroy target creature. Huh. Sure. Couple more scries here. Bottom with the island. No Slime Bind. That would have been a good response to this. We could have given something negative power so they had to, so it fizzled their spell. Just pass it again. Oh, this game. This is classic Magic. This is good Magic. 13. I want to see Dune Blast. That's what I want to see. Do it. Do it. Let have Guardian. Plasm Capture. We've got 7 cards in hand, so we've got to start doing something. We need to think of something. Come on, play Dune Blast. We'll Plasm Capture it. Do it. You can keep Arcbound Ravager alive. Destroy target artifact, creature, or enchantment. Fine. We're gonna Plasm Capture it. Oh no. Status Statue. So we get 4 mana, because the spell cost 4 in our main. Red, green, blue, white. Perfect. Wait, why did I do white twice? Who knows? Don't worry about that. Cinder Elemental. Your turn. Your turn. There's more nonsense where that came from. What if they tapped all of our creatures? 12, it still wouldn't be good enough. It wouldn't be good enough. It wouldn't nearly be good enough. I guess I don't care about Vicious Offering. I almost care, because that could have killed them. But we're winning on time, and then some. Bottom that land. Maybe we'll ever draw the Eldrazi. Maybe. Your turn. We could bounce Theorist back to give us 3 more scries. They might be drawing to some crazy out, but it looks like they're just not doing a whole lot. Neither are we, but we're not doing a whole lot and we're winning, so that seems like a good trade-off. Okay. And they can't concede this game because we are up a game. For time management. Gruul Signet, cool. I'm pretty sure they don't have any reach, yeah. So we've got a clock. We don't mill ourselves before we win here, that's the important part. 8, we need 1 more damage to them. 1 more damage. So maybe on their turn we shoot off Barbed Lightning, killing Trapper or Rager. Exile target creature, that's fine. That is fine with me. It is an 18/18 creature. Wow, that's crazy. Entwine. Target creature, target player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get them to 1. Dream Fracture. It's a 19/19. Target creature sacrifices a creature with the greatest power. You gain life equal to its power. This'll be fun. Hello. So first we're going to switch the power and toughness. Then we're going to force away our Tangle Spider and loot. And then we're going to change back Wandering Fumarol's power to 1. So we have so we have to sacrifice something else. Discard Mountain. Switch this thing back. And then we'll sacrifice our spirit. Sacrifice a creature. Oh no. Continue. Continue, friend. Now we have to sacrifice Gitu Chronicler. But that's fine. Cool. That was so stupid. Do they even have any vampires in their deck? They're just playing Chosen of Markov for no reason. Yeah, that was worth it. Ah. My god. Okay, my turn. They're at 7. We still can't kill them. Or can we? We can almost kill them. Fencer click. We could get Cinder Elemental back into play. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we need to hold up Dream Fracture. Just stall. Yeah, I kind of want to kill him though, right? Fencer click. Oh, let's get Fencer click. They don't have any flying blockers. And pass. They have a 20/20. Watch them fling it at us or something stupid. Yes! Oh. Alright, 2-0. And we have a 1/1 to block it. Yeah, artifacts are actually pretty easy to cheat into play, but it's like, since they're all equally easy to cheat into play, big and ugly, you want to choose the best one. So maybe it works out that that's not the best one. It's a good cube card though. It's kind of why I like Chaos Drafts. It's a cube where you don't know what cards are in the cube. I mean, it's very low power too, but let's just pass here. Bide my time. The 1 damage we'll get off Chronicler doesn't mean much. And I want my flyer. And we'll know if we need to hold it up as a blocker. But I'd much rather get Barbed Lightning back. Teferi's Honor Guard, flanking, so creatures blocking it get -1/-1. And then they can pay a bunch of mana to phase it out. That's pretty annoying. I don't know, like, I don't want to have to worry about what the heck that thing is. So let's not. Phases out. While it's phased out, it's treated as though it doesn't exist. Actually, Rutledge in chat explained to me how phasing works. You just put like a bowl over it or a cup over it and play on. Nothing happens. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just not there right now. Yeah, I mean, generally that's true. The other thing is, like, some of the variance washes out because everyone opens a different pack. It's not like this round everyone opens the same pack. Every single pack you see is going to be different besides the pack you wheel. So the most synergy you can get within a block is like opening 2 packs from the same block and wheeling what you want. But some synergies cross more formats than others, like +1/+1 counters and instants and sorceries. Apex Hawks. Should we kill that with Cinder Elemental? Probably. Yeah. X is 3. Yeah, that thing's pretty annoying. It's mana, well, it took us 8 mana to do that, but it, at least as far as cards go, that was okay. Niblets of War? What? Shoot. Flying, attacking creatures get bigger. I'll tell you what, let's play Fencer Click and pass it. Niblets of War. That might have been their first pick and build around, because that's a reason to make a white-red deck. This is one they reprinted in some kind of Masters set, Modern Masters. Forget which one. Maybe Modern Masters 2? That sounds about right. Maybe the original Modern Masters, but that doesn't sound as right. Because I didn't play as much with that one, and I recognize it. All right. Just Lobber Crew, go? It doesn't seem like they're doing much. Anyway, they have this like Teferi's Honor Guard, which is a fine card on its own. It's like a 3/3 that doesn't quite do as much damage. I can't attack into this unless I play Force of Way. I want to save that for something better, like when we have counter magic, because they just play it again. Target creature can't block this turn. Not a problem, because it lets me attack for just as much damage. Yeah. Here we go. I still don't want to attack. So I might get this Honden out there. And Fencer Click's ability is cute, but it's not like definitely what I want to do if they remove it. I mean, I probably would. It's better than drawing most cards in my deck, but it still isn't card advantage, and I can always get it back or get something better, like a land. Wow. Can't. When it attacks target. Oh, when it attacks, target creature can't block this turn. I understand. So they do 10 damage? Wow, this is nuts. I think I don't want to take 10 damage. I think I just don't want to take that much damage here. Why? It's like I didn't even think of that. Welder Automaton, 1 damage to each opponent. That's a good one. Thank goodness I didn't take an extra 5 damage, because they do 3 damage a turn from now on. Ouch, 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 ouch. This hurts. This smarts. I think we have to race them here. Doesn't sound great, but I think it's fine. Yeah. Whoa, what's this? Oh, they're gonna do 2 damage. Yeah. What's all this then? So before combat, I'm going to force away the Thrasher. And then, if they attack with the Niblis, I'll Slime Bind it. Oh no, if you win the clash, return it to your hand? Oh shoot, I should have done Slime Bind in response. What did they get? Ah, thank goodness. Put it on top or bottom? Let's put that on the bottom. Where did they put theirs? Thank goodness we didn't lose the clash. We both put it on the bottom. We bounce that. Oh no, we don't bounce it. Yeah, what am I talking about? Oh god. 4, 9, 10, Slime Bind something. Slime Bind this guy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a way to do 4 damage to them, and we just don't have it. This Niblis is ruining my day. Chronicler. Oh wait, we're dead. We're dead on board. Because Welder does 4 to us. This did so much damage. They did the 1 extra damage from the Niblis that I forgot about. Holy damage. 1 damage to something. Destroy target artifact. Wow. Infect and destroy target artifact. It does kill that annoying creature. Maybe that doesn't matter as much as I need it to. Goblin Spelunkers would be okay here. Ogre Sentry would be fine. Shield Mate would be fine. Huh. Tough game, tough game. Okay, Crisis Incubation is fine. What's not as good? I like Tangle Spider, kind of. Maybe we don't need Spelunkers. It's a mountain walk, but it's just a 2/2. It doesn't help us block very well. The Shield Mate protects against stuff that'll stop us from blocking. The protection card was insane. Get protection from a color and then get it back if you win the clash. Wow. Yeah, I'm learning a lot of new cards. I mean, I've drafted a lot of sets, but less than half of Magic's history. And there's some of these sets that I opened packs of, but I didn't get to know the whole set like you do when you draft it for a while. So even in packs where I recognize some things, it's still reading required. Would you like to play first? I would love to play first, thank you. Lorwyn, yeah, must be back then. That's not one I played so much with. And even those things, like you recognize the mechanics because they'll be on some one-of card you heard of. But you're like, oh, this is where it's from. They are deciding whether to mulligan. They do mulligan to 6. We're alive. We are in it. And we have a turn 4 Fencer Click. I love this is my new favorite card. Fencer Click. Lorwyn. I think there's no second O in Lorwyn. Six. Alright, we're getting Chronicler out there. These are desperate times. Not like we don't have anything to bring back with it. They are pretty aggressive. And so forth and so forth and so on. So here we go. Big and ugly. Our opponent is big and ugly. I mean, they said it, not me. Stuck on colors. We don't need to use our vivid counter. What is this? Charge counter? We don't need to use our charge counter to get our fencer. That's good. And we're well ahead in the race because this Chronicler's going nuts. Now what? Pillar Field Hawks. Can't win them all. They have a lot of good cards in their deck, but not all of them. They're not all that good. Start with a tragic lesson. Because if we don't draw land off this, we can just return a land and play it again. And if we do draw land, we can discard a land. Oh, I should have returned a land. I was thinking I wouldn't have 5 next turn, but I get to play a land this turn anyway. Ah, whatever. I should have returned a land. That might matter a lot, but we'll see. We will see. Haste flanking. Hey, it's still kind of small. But I could see them attacking here. Just attacking with this. It's a funny attack. It's a funny one. Hunden. It didn't bail us out last time, but it'll surely bail us out this time. Okay, aggro's over. We'd be at 7 now if we returned a land instead of tragically discarding it. Pretty close to Artisan. Don't do it. What are they doing? Niblis of War. Good one. The Lancer comes in. This is the worst. This is the worst. Ah, this Niblis is so insane. Although, I can bounce it. Bouncing it doesn't do a ton, but it does let us survive a little bit. Maybe they'll give it protection from blue. Alright. Well, at the very least, I don't take any damage this turn. But they caught up so quickly. 7... I'd have 8 now. If I draw a land this turn, I'm going to feel real awkward. They play Niblis again. No, they're playing this Thrasher, so we can't even block. Oh, oh no. A tragic lesson indeed. A tragic lesson indeed. Here's Niblis. Here's Nibbles. I could have Fencer, Click, and Artisan of Kozilek in play this turn, but I don't, because I'm awful. 8. There's no guarantee I'll even get it. Gotta block something. I can't take this much. Trove doesn't do anything. Yeah, I screwed it up. That early misplay, I didn't think it would matter because I had so few lands at the time. But then drawing all of these, like 5 lands, did nothing because I didn't have the extra land. Trove. Yeah. And now we're dead because any 2 creatures is lethal. They mulligan to a hand without a red source, but they must have had a couple good cards. They didn't have the Sky Hunter. Their first play was what, Pillar Field Ox? And then they started killing flyers somehow. I guess they killed the flyer because Niblis of War came in and we had to start blocking. Caught in the Brights, can't block. Yeah. Rakamar. Huh. So they're getting us down to like -5 life here. I mean -9 life. Anyway, I think I could have won that game, but that was going to be a hard match because they had a pretty good deck. I don't even know how good their deck was, but it was very consistent. Red-white aggro. This is a common Grotag Lizard, 5 mana, 3/3. Nobilis. There are Niblises, but I guess this is a Nobilis, as I'm reading now. Don't know what that means. That would have helped. Getting Artisan of Kozilek down a turn earlier would have helped. That would have given us a flying blocker. And even if they stop it from blocking, it gives us an annihilation trigger so they can't do all this mess. We might have even still lost that game. But a 3/2 flying blocker goes a long way.